Hey friend, welcome. If we haven't met yet, I'm Jen. I'm a part-time online clothing reseller. That means I go to thrift stores, I buy used clothes, I list them on eBay and Poshmark, and hopefully sell them for a profit. I just went, yesterday, I went to the Goodwill outlet, the bins, where you pay by the pound. I did a thrift with me video and posted that yesterday. So if you haven't seen that, you may want to go check it out. I will be honest, it was less than exciting. Less than. But I'm going to do a haul and show you kind of the basic, just kind of regular stuff that I got to resell. I'm going to start with the pants and the other stuff. So accessories, there's a lot of bras, I'll be honest, a lot of bras. And I'm actually going to do a part two. So first is, these are Democracy. Now, I almost didn't get these. They have an elastic waist. It's called AB Solution. And I was thinking about it, and then I was like, no, that's dumb. I just sold a pair of these really fast when they are a larger size. If these were a 6, I wouldn't have gotten them, but these are a 16, and they have a better sell-through rate, if I remember correctly, when they're a 16. These are also more of a straight leg. I was afraid they were skinnies, but they weren't. I do always try to, I'm never successful all the time. I make mistakes. I always check in between the legs, and then I always try to remember to check the hems and just make sure they're not destroyed. There are some brands where that won't really matter. I mean, the legs anyway. That one, I think it would. All right, these are buckle black. I don't know. Ooh. There we go. These are called the Super Flare. And that's why I got them, because they were super flary. And see, like, these have kind of a distressed hem, but it kind of looks like it's supposed to be that way. I think my lighting's funky. There's nothing on the bum. These are a stretch also, but not an elastic waist, if that makes sense. All right, these are linen shorts. They're just Amazon essentials. I honestly got these. At first I was like, oh, I'll see if my daughter wants them, but they are 100% linen, which is kind of surprising to me. So I'll have to do some research and just comp them and see if Amazon essentials, I mean, these are a pretty just basic classic pair of, linen pull-on shorts. I don't know. Maybe that was a bad decision, but if I can't sell them, my daughter will most likely want them. But these are Lane Bryant, and this is one of my favorite brands to resell. It's a plus size brand. And these are just kind of a pair of capri pants. They have this ripstop material. I think my lighting's funky today. I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but it has like little squares in there, and it's kind of does exactly what it says. It stops rips. So, like, I'm trying to think, does Carhartt have this? But like Old Navy, or not Old Navy, I just completely, all the brands just went right out of my head. I got my brain to work. Eddie Bauer, Columbia, North Face, right? Those kind of, especially like hiking pants will have that ripstop. So, if you like brush against a thorn or something, your whole pant isn't going to rip, if that makes sense. It's kind of interesting that it's just like on a pair of Lane Bryant pants, but still useful. I'm noticing there's these little buttons. I think they're just decorative. That's interesting. Okay. Anyway, a little pair of, these are denim jean shorts, black and white little flowers. The brand is PacSun. I don't have super success selling PacSun, mostly because I don't know what I'm doing. High rise rolled short is what these are called. So there's that, which makes sense. That's exactly what it is. All right, this is a skirt, and it's tiered, it's ruffly, it's lacy, it's sheer. It has this little, I don't know, whatever this is called, It is lined. It is Wild Fable. It's also in an extra, extra large. Wild Fable is Target, I'm pretty sure. My thinking is I'll use like fairy, probably whimsy goth. I'm not super great with keywords. I'm learning, trying my best, but I'm not super great. Oh, these, I sold a pair of these really fast. Probably within the last 6 months, I undersold them. But these are Assets by Spanx. And they're just a pair of, you know, like control support leggings. Maybe I'll not undersell them this time. That would be delightful, wouldn't it? These I got on a whim. My phone died. I talked about this a little bit in the thrift with me. My phone died completely and I was frustrated on a lot of levels. But one of the levels was I couldn't comp anything. And so I probably left a lot of things there that would have been good. I also probably bought some things that I probably shouldn't have. I have a really hard time selling Levi's anymore. I don't know what I'm looking for in the Levi's. And even just to search by like their number or whatever, there's such a range and I don't understand the differences. I feel like I'm getting angsty. I'm not. These are 501s. They do have the bun fly, which I think is just common 501s. These feel very rigid. They are 100% cotton, so maybe that's good. I don't know. There's also like different patches, but I don't like. There's a premium patch. I don't know. If you know a good resource for learning about Levi's, would you let me know? All right, I searched high and low for the top to these, but these are some pajama bottoms I could not find. It was very sad. But these are Hannah Anderson Star Wars. And nothing on the pants says Star Wars, so I might not even put that in the title. I might just do Hannah Anderson pajama bottoms. Actually, they're a size 12. I might just save them for my kids, depending on the comps. So when I look them up, I will decide. But we love these. They're so comfortable and they're just, they're cute. And they sell. If you find adult Hannah Anderson pajamas, good sellers. Yeah, especially like the Christmas ones. All right, these are True Spec. You know what I didn't notice is that these are women's. I sold a pair of coveralls by True Spec. These are cargo pants. Again, I could not comp these at the time, so I just kind of went on a whim. And so these are like uniform pants. Are they for something specific? I'm not seeing that. Anyway, the True Spec coveralls that I sold pretty fast, and I think for like $40. I would imagine the pants are not going to sell for quite as much money, but I don't know. Let's see. Oh, these are interesting. So I looked up, this is Ursula, or her tail, or her, not tail. What are those things called? What do octopus have?
Tentacles.
Tentacles. Anyway, this is a pair of Disney Villains and jean shorts. They are a size 16. When I looked up Disney Villain jean shorts, Ursula, nothing came up as sold. But then when I took off Ursula, these exact shorts came up as sold. And I don't remember how much. Anyway, all right, these also I had in mind of if they don't sell, my daughter might want them. I have 2 teenage daughters, if you don't know. This is a raw hem little boot cut pair of jeans. They do have a button fly and they're Old Navy. What I like about Old Navy is it gives you the title. So this is the extra high rise kicker boot cut, secret slim pockets. Whew, that's fancy. So anyway, some Old Navy stuff can have really good sell-through rates. I just bought a pair of balloon balloon jeans at a Goodwill. My daughter snagged them, but the sell-through rate was like really high, like 45% or something like that, which is great. I bought those when I didn't have access to my phone, so could be a bad decision. These are Columbia kids medium snow pants, and May, June, July, probably the worst time to be buying snow pants, but these are Omnitech. They're in really good condition for kids snow pants. They're size 10, and so Omnitech is this, whatever this is, and they're really good snow pants. I almost said if I was a mom, I am a mom. I like these kind of snow pants. So these, yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. I say that a lot, and it's true. These are some sweatpants. So I was thinking with the snaps, they felt very like Y2K, and I think I'm not great at athletic wear, but I think that this is a vintage tag for I almost said Adidas, for Adidas. I don't really know. Yeah, I'm not great at this. It's made in Malaysia, but I just thought that these are like the ones that you can like just snap and they come all the way down, like track pants, you know. I just thought that stripe was kind of cool. And like I said, to me, they had like a vintagey kind of Y2K vibe. There's the patch on it. I don't know. When I go to the bins, my bins is $1.79 per pound. Usually, oh, that's unfortunate. Usually I do my average cost of goods at about $2 per item, which is about what it is. I think the last time I actually went through and did an average, it was $1.61 a pound. So just so you know about what I'm paying, this makes me so sad. I was so excited about this. This is a kind of, let's see, probably midi skirt. The little ruffle, it's got this little detail. Oh my word, I'm so sad. Oh, it's rayon. I was thinking it was silk. It feels like silk, but it's J. Jill. I love J. Jill. And in a petite, oh, maybe it is a maxi skirt then if it's petite. I try really hard to look things over, but I missed that big old hole somehow. Oh, that's so sad. I'm glad it's not silk. I would have been extra sad about silk. All right, these, I have no idea. This is one of those things that I bought after my phone died. So I have sold outdoor research. Maybe it is outdoor research. There's an outdoor something that's a really good brand. And I thought it was Outdoor Voices. But now I'm second guessing myself again. If not, I just bought a little pair of not sought after runs. This is silk. It's a maxi skirt. Very classic look to it. I don't know this brand. It just says Go Silk Relax. I don't know. But it's 100% silk. I couldn't resist a silk skirt in a very classic look, classic style. So there's that. What else? Oh, actually, this is funny because I'll be honest, complaining to myself a little bit when I was just getting frustrated with all the things that were happening. And I was like, man, I haven't even found REI. And then I went in and sure enough, found REI. I really like selling this brand. I think it sells pretty quickly for most pieces. And these are just a pair of men's pants, like hiking style pants. They're not in perfect condition, but they're not terrible either. What's interesting with these is they're like reinforced on the hems. Pretty good for REI is just really quality made. It's really good for outdoor wear, you know, hiking, camping, fishing, things like that. This is one of those things that when I'm at the bins or a place where I can get things for under $2, a men's pair of cargo shorts in a recognizable brand will almost always sell, in my experience, for about $15. So Wrangler, Carhartt, Levi's in this case. So I just have had pretty good success, especially when it just feels like I'm not finding anything. I'll get a pair of cargo shorts, and that's what I did here. So honestly, I wish I'd have found more cargo shorts because they do seem to sell fairly consistently for, like I said, $15. Like, I'm not going to make a lot of money on it, but if something's going to sell, profit is hydration break. This is your friendly reminder to hydrate. Water's good for you. All right. This is, what's it called? Shapewear. I could not think of what it was called. So this is Assets by Spanx. I don't know. And honestly, I don't even know if I can sell this because it's used. I feel like I've sold used shapewear before. We're on to the other section of today's haul. So these are things, when I sorted them out of my van, I put all the things that are like, what is this? What is happening here? Okay. I really don't know. Okay. I think I got to figure it out. Maybe? Okay. Sorry. Tangent. Happens. Okay. When I was sorting them out of my van, I put them kind of in the categories that I like batch photograph. So I do all my pants, shorts, skirts all together on like a clippy hanger, and then anything that goes on a regular hanger. So like tops, dresses, overalls, things like that, I put in another bin. And then I do everything that would need to be like a flat lay on into another bin. And actually, I think I can put this on a hanger. That might actually do better on a hanger. Okay. All right. So this is a mess. I don't know if it's a swimsuit or a bra. The brand is Victoria's Secret. And what's nice about Victoria's Secret is often, not always, they will have the style name, and of course it's so tiny. The wrap halter. Okay, so it is a halter, very obviously, and I think the wrap part is this. So it looks like this is gonna look like 2 layers on the back. It's real cute. I like the gold hardware of the thing. So I think this is probably a swim top and not actually a bra. But I love finding bras, swim tops, scarves, just lightweight things, because when you pay by the pound, which you do at the Goodwill outlet, these things cost less. This is a good bra brand. Has a very good sell-through rate. I hate when people say that and then don't tell me what the sell-through rate is, and yet I just did it to you. I'm sorry. I usually give sell-through rate information, comps, and I just didn't have time today. It makes the videos like 3 times as long, and I didn't have time for that. I'm sorry. This is Elomi. Am I backwards? Or does it just look backward? Okay, I don't know. Anyway, Elomi, E-O-L-O-E-L-O-M-I. Anyway, really good brand, and I like that this has like lace on it. Anytime I can add things like, I don't know, decorative something on a bra, it seems like it helps it sell faster. This is not a brand I like, but I found 2, and they're in really good condition, and They're a very large size, like an unusual size. So my thought was, if I could lot them together, being an unusual size, maybe someone will still want them. Anyway, this is Comfort Choice. I've never sold that, but it's a 50G. And this one is super fun. I have not a fun, oh, this also is a front clasp, which in my experience sells better. I also like a front clasp. Anyway, this is a really fun print, and I find often in larger sizes, it's hard to find a fun print. And then just a basic white, which everybody needs. I saw a flaw or like a stain on one of them, and it wasn't enough for me to go, nah. I mean, since I already knew I was going to be lotting them together. Hats are another, oh, this is way more icky than I saw in the store. I don't know if I can clip all those off or not. You see all that? I did not see that. I just saw Zach Brown Band. I don't know. Maybe that was a terrible choice. This is Donald J. Trump tie collection. I saw Harry Tornado sold a bunch of these one time, but I don't know how long ago it was. So I thought, maybe. And if not, I didn't waste that much money. I did look this guy up in the store because I'm not buying something like this without knowing. And I almost said knowing for sure. Even if the comps are great, you can't ever know for sure. But it looks like this has about a 50% sell-through rate. I think there were 7 listed, 7 sold. This is called a fluffy corn. It's a Hatchimal. He's kind of cute. I can't let my daughter see him because this is right up her alley. But it makes noise, and that is not right up my alley. This is the little logo on there. And then let's see. He wasn't working super well, but he was working. Yeah, I couldn't handle that in my house. So I don't know what all he's supposed to do. I'll have to do a little bit of research and make sure that he's fully functional. But if he is fully functional, I think I should get about $30 for him. So that's fun. This is another Victoria's Secret. That's one I will almost always get in the bins if it's in good condition, whether it's a bikini top or a bra. This one, I'm not seeing a style name. Bummer. But this is a halter. With it being this kind of clasp, it makes me think swim top. Sometimes bras and swim tops are just made of the same thing, but cute, padded. Padded always helps for some reason. I don't know. Oh my word. I cannot walk away from these like vintage handmade baby blankets. How cute is this? I wish it's floral on the back because it's super gender neutral if it didn't have the floral, but it's not. And this is like a little bunny with trains. I mean, come on, how cute is that? That one has flowers. There he is with the little train. I mean, just, you know, vintage. Oh my word, look, there's a little patch. Grandma loves me. Oh, it kills me. Somebody loved this. Actually, it doesn't even really look like it's been used. Maybe somebody didn't love that. All right. Oh, this again. I am trying to branch out a little bit. I usually just sell clothes, some shoes, purses, but I'm not very good at those either. Like, I don't know a lot about them, so it's hard for me to source them. But I'm trying to look into more like linens. A lot of times when I go to the bins, I'll find like Pier 1 pillowcase covers or like Pottery Barn. That's a good one. Love when I can find Pottery Barn. But this is a tree skirt, like a vintage quilted tree skirt. So I just thought it was cute. It's gonna need a good soak. I was trying to not take home projects, but see, I don't know. Maybe I just won't even soak him and just disclose that since it's on the bottom, because I'm afraid if I soak it, the color will transfer. All right, another bra. This one has like a mesh layer here, a little bow with a little hangy heart. That's not a heart, it's just like a little diamond. Okay, this was the other one. I actually looked this up, and this particular brand, Curvy Couture, wasn't great, but when I typed in cup size I, now we're talking. So I is a very unusual cup size. Speaking of Pottery Barn, these are little Pottery Barn Paw Patrol pajamas. So cute. There's the top. I found the top and the bottom, I think, in 2 different rotations, which was amazing. I was so glad. I was like, there's no way I'm gonna find this. This is a swim top, halter style, very cute. This is Spanx. And this has like the underwire cups for like a built-in bra, which is nice. This is a Mickey Mouse hat with ears. I don't know. He is Disney branded. He is hairy, which is bleh. I don't love. Oh, this one I found when I couldn't find my phone didn't have battery. So I don't know if this is any good or not, but new Outlander little backpack. I thought it's like a nice, you know, nylon backpack, and I just thought one of my daughters, particularly like my 9-year-old, and even like it's not super girly, even my son could carry that. So I'm gonna look it up and check comps. If it's not good, I'll offer it up. I love little overalls. These are actually Build-A-Bear overalls. I have no idea. I've sold, you know what? I honestly don't remember if I sold it. I had a big lot of like Build-A-Bear clothes, but I don't remember if they ever sold. I don't know. Also, if I find pantyhose still in the package, I grab them. I don't know. I was looking. Actually, these have like a... I'm not finishing sentences right now. I was looking for a year. These are vintage. Really? That seems wrong. Okay, it says No Nonsense Fashions Incorporated 1979. That doesn't mean that this was made in 1979, because that doesn't look like 1979 packaging. You know what I mean? If you wore pantyhose in 1979, could you confirm or deny? I was not quite born in 1979. I found one of these. I sold 2 of these together for like $10, but it's just like a sheer tote bag. And can I see where it says it? Yeah, it's Free People. So unfortunately I didn't find any more of those, but there's that. I couldn't find any branding on this, but oh my goodness, this pillowcase is gorgeous. It does have a tag, so it's not handmade, but it's just like the materials tag, 100% cotton. Ooh, actually, that has a year, 1993. It's vintage. Whew, love that. That gets added to keywords. But I just think that's really cute. I will definitely use like cottagecore and granny and cabin and country. I found another blanket, and this one is going to have to soak. But it was small enough and not super heavy, so I wasn't wasting a ton of money. Oh man, I thought it was handmade. I found a tag. Darn it all. It's still really cute. 1994, so it's vintage too. Good. So it has a big, yeah, right there. So I think a good soak and probably a little sunshine will get that out. But how pretty. I think it's just crib size, maybe twin. Let's see. That's the floor. Yeah, probably not twin. Yeah, needs a bath. Yikes. All right, this I looked up and sell-through rate was pretty good. It's gonna need cleaned up a little bit. It's like a little makeup toiletry bag. It's Victoria's Secret. So yeah, I'll have to do some work on that. Oh, I bought something weird. This is not in great condition. Bummer. This is another bra. Oh, Wacol. This is a pretty good higher sell-through rate bra. I'll have to look at the sell-through rate and see if it's, I don't know. Nope, that's in way worse condition than I thought. So the lighting in there can be really tricky. And so sometimes I get things home and I'm like, how did I miss that? But yeah, that's pretty bad. All right, this is a beanie and it's Under Armour. Not very exciting, just, you know, lightweight something. This one is Michael Kors and it's that like light pink that's really popular right now. I don't know if it still will be in the winter. It's acrylic. That's kind of a bummer. But then that cable knit I thought was nice and added to it. I found this guy. He needs cleaned up. And I don't know if they're worth anything individually. They're Fisher Price. But I don't remember the name of them. It's like Our House or Our Family or something. I'm looking at his foot. He has a 1993 number on him. So he is probably, I mean, I think it's like a vintage Fisher Price. I think it's Fisher Price. Yeah. But anyway, he's like really dirty on his arms and his like feet have paint coming off. It was one of those things like I was going to look him up and then I didn't. And I was like, that's lightweight. Like how much does he weigh? 2.5 ounces. So at $1.74. I mean, I paid less than 50 cents for him. That's a risk I'm willing to take, you know? However, lots of 50-cent risks add up. So there's that. Something to keep in mind. And I do keep adding those up, don't I? Another bra. This one, look how cute that is in the back. So cute, I think. And what brand is this? Oh, Soma. Yeah, I like this brand. Sells pretty well. Soma is a like intimates brand, so pajamas, bras, robes, that kind of thing, loungewear. It's kind of along the lines of like J. Jill, Chico's, Talbot's. It's usually in the same kind of shopping centers as them, at least the ones I've seen. I found another tie. It was when I couldn't find, this tag is not attached. That's a problem. This was when I couldn't look up comps, but this says, and I don't recognize the brand, but it does say Italy. And so I was like, well, maybe. Because I know there are some tie brands that can sell for like hundreds of dollars, which is insane. All right, little pile of bras here. I think this is a swim top. Let's see. This had this on it, and I was like, what? It caught my attention. Do I not have a... Nope, there's no brand on it. I think it just caught my attention, and I thought I need to research that. I'm not seeing it. I found it. Somersault, and that rang a bell to me. I didn't look it up because it was after my phone died. But I'm pretty sure that that's a thing, or maybe it's not. One of the reasons I like watching what sold videos is I know what actually sold. I feel like when I'm presenting this haul video, I'm like, maybe, I don't know. Here's another Soma bra. This one is Endless Luxe Adjustable Bralette. Love when they give you the titles. This does have like a cross. It's in a racer back. Now it's adjustable, so it's convertible. So you can take the strap out and like readjust it so that it's not a racer back. And that one might need a soak too. And this is a pink Victoria's Secret Ultimate lightly lined. And anytime I can use the word strappy on a bra seems to help. I know that's upside down, but this is a size small. My experience is mostly that things that are bras that are larger will sell faster, but I have also sold like teeny tiny little bras. Okay, this is the thing that I bought that was weird. I don't know what I was thinking, honestly. So I first saw this. It's a little headband, it's got a little bow on it, and then it's got spider webs. And then right next to it was this, what I thought at first, because I saw this finished edge, I was like, oh, it's like a little handkerchief or something. But then I'm seeing that the other 3 edges are not finished, but it has this spider webby thing. I don't know. I was thinking it could be used as like a veil or something. And then I saw the same headband in a skull print, and I was like, well, let's just grab that. And then I found this little, this is just Ipsy, but this little spider web purse. And I found this all kind of in the same like bin. And then later on, I found this little dumb skull bracelet. And I was like, well, let's just throw it in. I don't know. I'll probably list this whole thing for like maybe $10, maybe sell it for $5. I don't know. It was just one of those things, like sometimes, especially around Halloween, maybe somebody will be like, I need some skull stuff. Oh, I forgot about this. Look at this teeny tiny little Harley Davidson hat. Oh, it's so cute. I can't. 3 to 6 months. I don't know. I probably like $5. I have no idea. These were also a guess, and probably they were a guess, but they're guess. Yeah, probably more of an expensive risk than I should have taken, but they're in pretty good condition, and they're 9.5s. I don't know. There was something about this like quilted look, and then just a classic white tennis shoe sneaker with the gold accents. I don't know. I feel like it was a pretty good guess, right? Maybe. I don't know. I found this. I think that's it. Yep. This is all I've got left. It's not super exciting. This is Style & Co. Collection Woman, which means it's plus size. So this is a just red blazer, and it's 100% silk, which was kind of the reason I grabbed it. So I found the jacket, and I found the skirt. So I love when it's a set. I don't know if that's helpful or not, but it made me happy. Yeah, that's the same size. And then I found the pants. So, I mean, they're in really good condition. They look pressed and dry cleaned, and I mean, they've got the like dry cleaner sticker on them. So that's that. My less than exciting first half of the haul. I still have shirts and dresses to go through. I will tell you there's only one item in there that is really exciting. But you know, if you are like me and sometimes you watch people's haul videos and you're like, why do I never find stuff like that? Hopefully you'll see my video and you'll be like, I can relate. That makes sense. Because I feel like this is, you know, I don't know, less than exciting. All right. Make sure you subscribe if you want to see part 2 if you're not subscribed. Like the video if you liked it. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate hanging out with you. I'll see you soon.